Hi, ever wonder what it's like to work another profession or live in the underworld? Listen to unsuspecting riders give a 10 to 15 minute personal masterclass as I spontaneously interview them as they enter my taxi. I'm your host, Simon Rushton, and this is Taxi Chronicles. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another lovely rider. Today we have Sally, and she's Ghanaian born, but she's brought up in America and England, and she's studying in currently both places. So we're just going to find out what it's like studying in England in comparison to America. So nice to have you here today, Sally.
Thank you.
So tell us, first of all, what are you studying and why?
So I finished studying. So I studied child psychology in both places.
Okay.
So I started in America and then ended up back in the UK and finished off my degree here. And then I completed a master's afterwards in behavioral analysis.
So, obviously, apart from the difference in prices, I understand America is very expensive. What are the differences you found, the pros and cons?
I think it's very, it's bespoke. It depends on your preference and what you want. So I have a lot of friends who have absolutely enjoyed the American experience and wouldn't have enjoyed the UK experience. So for me personally, it was because I went to a liberal arts school. So in liberal arts school, you have to not only do what you've actually applied to do, but you have to do everything else in different categories. So you have to do music, you have to do sports, you have to do some kind of arts and stuff like that. So I ended up doing scuba diving. I had to take a music class. I had an option to do a dance class. And for me, because I knew what I wanted to do, those things didn't motivate me. I wasn't interested in it. I didn't do well in it. It just felt like a burden for me.
Why is it that you have to do a wide range of things?
So I guess it's not every university in America. This is the one I went to. So it makes sense. The ethos behind it makes sense. So that you don't pick a specialty for, I think, the first year or two. So you kind of experience different things. So you might change what you came in initially to do. You might end up saying, oh no, I don't want to do child psychology anymore. I'm really interested in doing music. So it kind of just broadens your experiences to different things. And I guess that makes sense. It's good for people who don't know what they want to do. For me personally, I just knew that I wanted to work with children. I wanted to work with them in some kind of helping capacity. For me, it felt like a waste of time. It wasn't my motivation, and I do well when I'm motivated. I'm interested in something. Scuba diving was a good experience. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have done it without that push. So that was a good experience. We went in November. So it was really cold water. That was my final exam. Cold water, literally.
Where was this?
Ohio. So it was freezing.
Is that next to the sea?
No, it was a lake we actually went into, a man-made lake. Okay. Just for the...
There was no fishes down there?
There were fishes. There were all the underwater creatures and stuff. Okay.
I dive and I snorkel. So.
Yeah, so we went through an abandoned school bus that was under there. It was an experience. Definitely, I got my scuba license, but it's probably expired by now because I haven't done it since. But it was a good experience. But yeah, that's my thing. When I came back to the UK, every subject that you do builds up to what you actually want to do. I wanted to do child psychology, I did psychology, and then we experienced criminality, we experienced forensic psychology as well, which is also a good kind of experience. If I wasn't so set on being a child psychologist or working in child psychology, I would probably go into forensic psychology because that was kind of interesting as well. But yeah, those are the kind of things for me personally. And other people, it's the other way around. They love the freedom. They love the fact that they get to experience different things. I know another friend of mine did African studies when he was doing business studies, different things. There was a fashion lecture as well, course that he did, and he enjoyed that one as well. So I think it depends on what you want to do, your experiences, how you feel about it and stuff like that.
Were your friends from England that went to study in...
most of them were from Ghana.
From Ghana?
Yeah. So, and it would go in different places. So some of them went to UK, some of them went to Canada, some of them went to the US.
But you said that some of them wouldn't have enjoyed their time in England, but they certainly enjoyed their time in America.
Yes.
Why was that?
Because I think it's also the culture around university here, college over there. They have a bigger college experience, whereas in the UK, I feel like the weather is one. The culture, between here and there, is quite different. You have, I guess, a bit more opportunities in terms of traveling within the country in America than in here. You'd probably see, around the same things, whereas in America you have New York versus LA, you have California and all those places. So they got to see a bit more of America, whereas we would have to go out of the country to experience those things. And I think also the fact that they get to be exposed to different things that they enjoyed. And yeah.
Okay. Last question. You've been a great guest. What's the impact you want to have on the world?
I think I just want to leave my footprints when I leave. I just want to have a long-lasting impact in someone or something that will create some kind of legacy. It could be one person's life that's changed, or it could be in something, an activity, or in a situation. I just want to help people. I work with kids. I love kids. It's a very sensitive subject for me when I see something going on with kids that isn't right. So I just want all the kids in the world to be happy. But that's an impossible thing to say. But yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for that, and we wish you well.
Thank you.
We hope you liked that interview. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to get the latest daily episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economy and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources? Then listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you will hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m.